revealed FEMA's acting chief could not be reached during Texas' deadly floods. Remember this one back in July? Texas was experiencing deadly flooding. The FEMA director, David Richardson, was unreachable, like do not disturb. Because of this, FEMA could not deploy and search as quickly as needed. Federal agency faced criticism for its slow response to the disaster where more than 130 people died. Flood washed away youth Christian summer camp. July 4th, it killed at least 138 people, actually. FEMA reportedly did not answer nearly 2/3 of calls to its disaster assistance hotline after the flooding. Washington Post reported this, citing officials who were not in a position to be named. Yeah, because you'll be fired. The agency relief efforts were also affected by a policy instituted by Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem weeks before the floods, requiring that she personally sign off on any expenditure over $100,000 before funds could be allocated. When you're talking about a catastrophe, right? In July, and I believe into September, even, this is September, 2 bodies were still missing. I mean, this was just incredibly bad, and much of it could have been avoided. That's a ridiculous process. She has to personally sign off. As such, Richardson needed to quickly submit requests for assistance to Noem, but instead, nobody could get a hold of him for hours and hours. A senior official who coordinated search and rescue resources told the Post, which spoke with 8 current and former officials who said they could not reach Richardson after the floods. FEMA has seen big departures since Trump took office. Since Trump's inauguration, the agency has seen an estimated 2,000 departures through resignations or retirements, which may have rendered it incapable of coping with the widespread carnage likely to be wreaked by a succession of tropical storms. The Guardian, with some help, additional reporting. Meanwhile, what about Kristi Noem? Kristi Noem believes they, quote, did a great job. Last seen horseback riding with her hair flowing, freshly Botoxed, body still missing, and Kristi Noem believes they did a great job. You can't own up to anything, huh? In an interview on Sunday with NBC, Noem defended the Trump administration's response to the deadly Texas floods that have killed at least 120 people. I think the president recognizes that FEMA should not exist the way that it always has been. It needs to be redeployed in a new way, and that's what we did during this response. Huh? The accusation is you didn't do enough, you didn't move quickly, and the guy was unreachable. Frank Pallone, a Democratic representative from New Jersey, has called for Richardson to resign. If this man had any decency, and just a little bit of this is true, you wouldn't have to ask me to resign. Kids are dead. Staff say Richardson is basically useless, absent from the office, unreachable in a disaster, powerless because Secretary Noem has sidelined him. But boy, that hair is flowing. She's got the social media. I mean, that costs a lot of money to do what she's doing on social media to prop up the agent. To prop up herself. I don't know what to say when you lack such integrity to the point where you're not human. Okay, make even a catastrophic mistake, but do everything in your power after that to clean up, be present, be great for your own selfish reasons, even. But no, his own staff turned on him. And I mean, let's face it, these are a lot of people working closely with him who were put there with him. They're of the same ilk. And even they're saying, this guy is the worst. What say you, Elliot?
Yeah, I mean, as you were saying, it kind of blows my mind that this kind of situation goes to one person, that alone, I think, just common sense wise. And then the whole time you were describing the story, I just kept thinking about that almost $1 trillion, I believe, that we
Ugh,
send to the military every year. I feel like, and maybe this is a crazy idea, we should take some of that money and we should invest it in FEMA and make it very good so that when these events actually happen, people aren't left, sitting on their hands and panicked or having their lives ruined.
Elliot,
Like,
now you're talking crazy. Now
I know, right?
you're just talking crazy.
I'm throwing out these wild ideas today. I think someone should look into this. I know, like in Florida, my folks had their home destroyed by one of
So
the
sorry.
hurricanes last year, and FEMA did okay, but they certainly could have done better. Now, had that happened this year, I don't think it would have been the same situation. I think it would probably been a lot worse. But it's like people need to know when something bad happens in this country that there's going to be like actual support ready for them. And the fact that this administration doesn't seem to be prioritizing that, instead is doing it as a power grab and this whole like politicizing thing, it's incredibly frustrating.
Yeah, and I get it. I get what politicians do, but at the same time, so what you're saying is you were perfect at everything, and everything that wasn't perfect is the other
Yeah.
guy's fault.
What are the odds?
Jeez. This is what you voted for? I'm not talking to I'm talking to them. There shouldn't be us or them. I'm just saying, like, this is what you cast your ballot for? The storm that hit your parents' house, did it say, "Hmm, progressives, I'm gonna really rain down on this house. But next door neighbor, MAGA, I'll spare you." I mean, it doesn't work like that, does it?
I mean, according to some of the conspiracy theories at the time from some politicians,
Large.
there was actually a weather controlling machine that was sending the hurricanes directly to right wing areas. But we don't need to get into all that. I am personally of the belief that it was just chance and that regardless of your political affiliations, you should have access to safety and water and your basic needs whenever you need them.
No, I agree with you. There's not someone with a remote control
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah. That's a remote control. It's Bluetooth, I think.
Bluetooth or come on, come on. I just want us to be better, do better. I know you can do it.
Yes, we can.
I know you can.
We try real hard and think about it. We can.